You know those burning questions you used to have as a child?
What's the meaning of life?
Where do we go when we die?
Can you live off pizza?
Today, I'm going to find out the answer to something I've always been curious about. You see, there's this mystical, magical island in Scotland.
It's forbidden.
And it's in the middle of this loch.
It's a real fucking deal, okay?
I'm reluctant to call it the smallest island in the world, but it's got to be up there. I think the reason why I've always been intrigued by this island is because it has this building on it. It kind of looks like a castle. And ever since I was a kid, I've always wondered why the island is there and why there's a castle on it. For one moment, let's imagine we've gone back to 1988. There is no internet. Google does not exist. It's not possible for me to simply look up the answer to my question on a computer. Imagine me as 9-year-old Rich, the inquisitive young boy who wants to set off on an adventure to find out the answer to his childhood question. Buy a boat. Go to the island. My God, it's heavy. This is exciting because we are nearly there. I'm about to find out the answers to my childhood questions, which I've had for about 40 years. Just got to make sure that this boat does not float away. If that happens, I'm swimming home. Welcome to the smallest island in the world. I think apparently the island measures about 17 meters by 10 meters. It's not officially the smallest island in the world. Officially, the smallest island in the world is a place called, checks his notes, Just Room Enough Island. Also known as Hub Island, located in New York's Thousand Island chain. But this island is known as a Rannoch, which is a man-made island. So all of the stones that you see here were imported into the middle of the loch. And many hundreds of years ago when the island was built, there were clansmen in this area and they used this island as a refuge. If they were under attack, they would be able to walk out to the island. And there was a sandbank which connects the island to the south shore here. And when these clansmen were under attack, they'd be able to come out to the island and their enemies would not know about the shallow sandbank. So they either would find the water too deep or they just wouldn't be able to navigate their way through the water. The building in the middle of the island was used as a prison many hundreds of years ago. That was eventually knocked down and the building that you now see is a replica. I'm gonna climb in. Ugh. The building is known as a folly, which means it serves no practical purpose and was built for aesthetic purposes, which I kind of feel is a perfect analogy for social media. It may look good, but it serves no purpose whatsoever. When I was thinking about ideas for this video, I think I was inspired by John Donne's poem,
No man is an island.
It's perhaps a bit too lofty and a bit too serious for the tone of this video. But the idea behind this is that no man is 100% independent. We rely on the support of other people. And I really like this, particularly because I am fiercely independent in most things that I do. But obviously I rely on the support of others. Ultimately, this video is about me reconnecting with my childhood. And I think the real inspiration for this came from a video I made a few years ago. I found my old juggling clubs in my wardrobe, and this was something that I hadn't done since being a teenager. I picked up those juggling clubs and I immersed myself in it once again. And there's something really beautiful about reconnecting with your childhood, whether that is answering the questions that you had when you were younger or doing the things that you used to do when you were younger. Revisiting these things can give you so much joy. Another reason why I wanted to come out to this island here was because that this is Loch Rannoch. This is the place that I'm incredibly familiar with. I used to come here a lot as a child. My parents had a timeshare here, so some of my earliest memories were formed by this loch. And I do happen to think it's probably one of the most beautiful places in Scotland. Another reason why this place means so much to me is because I got engaged here going back, how many years now? 12 years ago. I proposed to my wife Kirsty on the shores of the Loch, away down there. And also, I've run the half marathon here a few times as well. Running is something that's really important to me now, and being able to run up here in this location, I think it's unrivaled. It's really the perfect spot for running. So this place means a huge amount to me, but I've never ventured over to this island until now. And so I'm really pleased that I have finally ticked this off my bucket list. It's 2:30 now, so it's gonna be dark in about an hour, so I really ought to start packing up, heading back. This place has got a Gaelic name, which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. But thank you, small island. You have finally answered one of my burning childhood questions. And today has been a great day. I'll see you in the next video.